Yeah. So Kevin and I have been playing this trivia contest since December. Mike Miranda was the first one to do it with us, and Kevin said, "Hey, let's do a trivia or something." So we did that. It turned out to be like kind of the best part of the show. Everybody loves it. So yeah, so we keep bringing people on, and we do the interviews, and that goes great, and then we play trivia. So I told Kevin, I said, "What if we set up a point system like a battle chart like the ABA would do with the pros, and where everybody that participates in our trivia contest will earn points. We're going to create a point system. Kevin's going to track the points, announce the point standings weekly, and then we're going to come up with a winner. Now, we're going to play from where we started and from December through to Grands. So the Grands are going to be probably like during Thanksgiving weekend. So by that point, we should be able to figure out who's the points leader, who's going to win it. As far as the details, we haven't ironed that out. Me and Kevin still got to talk about the points, and Kevin can't win. We made that decision, right, Kevin? So Kevin can't win it.
Not because I know more than anybody else, just because I'm going to be playing every week and I'd have an unfair advantage. But I can still be the spoiler though.
There you go. We encourage everybody to come on and play. We want as many participants as we can get. I would prefer to have at least 3 people playing like tonight. If it comes down to 2, it's okay because, we could still make a great show out of it. But anyway, that's all. As far as the prizes are concerned, I think we're going to be looking for a $200 cash prize, Kevin. I think that's what we landed on.
Yeah.
Plus whatever companies may want to sponsor our trivia contest, our battle chart. They want to throw in anything, a T-shirt, a hat, tires, grips, whatever. Anything they want to throw in there, we're going to put that in there for our national champion when we get to the Grand. Yeah.
Mag 1, man.
There you go. So we got details to iron out, Kevin and I, but that's kind of the synopsis of what we're shooting for. So these 2 gentlemen have played before, so they already have points. And whoever wants to play, I don't care if you're just a local guy, factory guy, pro, novice, we don't care. If you want to come on and play, come on and play. Right, Kevin?
Podcaster, doesn't matter. Actually,
it keeps it going.
Danny V, do you let's hear, do you watch Danny P stuff? Honestly.
Yeah, a little bit. I've kind of gone back and forth a little bit. I haven't gone in depth really. Just due to I'm busy doing my Pendleton gig and
hey man, I didn't watch it at first either, dude. Don't worry about it, man.
The what?
You guys better like and subscribe. That's all I gotta say.
I did. No, I'm signed up with both of y'all. I've commented on a couple of the videos. I'm just, like I said, man. I really am grateful and honored and humbled to be here with you guys. I was the middle of the packer, amateur. So
3 of us were, man. What do you think, Danny? What comes to mind?
I think he's frozen, dude. You know what? I'll tell you mine while we're waiting for him if you want.
Okay, go for it.
Because he's like this. What's up? All right, so no, I can't stop looking at him. This is killing me. Okay, so I wrote down Mongoose Motor Mag. Mongoose Motor Mag was probably like, I would say it was entry level, but it was also top of the line. Also, if you think about it, because if that bike came out in the 70s, the way it was made, probably kind of the best you can get. But my experience with that is my cousin George was the first of our relatives that raced. He started off with the Mongoose Motor Mag, but he completely tricked it out though, with all the alloy anodized parts and things like that. So that's kind of where we'll get him back in a minute. I think that's why I'm kind of like, when I say the entry level, I could say, yeah, Motor Mag was definitely entry level, but not really if you think about the 70s, because that was more of a higher end price bike compared to like, let's say like whatever you can get at Kmart.
Up and made it like a lot of more sturdy out of the gate, less wiggle, less flex. I thought that was a great invention. If you guys remember it,
I hated that thing. The Allen bolts always tripped out, and they.
You know what? They were black, and I remember that. We could talk Allen bolts for a second here. We should get Kent.
I hated that. Did you ever have that, Steve?
But they had stronger Allen bolts. The chrome ones were stronger than the black ones. I remember having those lubed up. Yeah, but you know.
I think didn't Sun Tour had the same thing, right? Sun Tour had a headset lock.
They may have. Yeah, they did. And the Sun Tour was fluted on the side like kind of a
yeah.
That was a small Allen bolt, actually, Kevin. Those were small ones, and I'd strip those out. I'm like, oh god, you know, you did what you could. But I thought the hutch was a pretty good fix for the wiggle for a taller guy. And Redline V bars sucked, but I did have the last Redline bar that was kind of like compact, like it V'd at the bottom, but it was straight and kind of GT at the top. You know, remember those?
The ones are
the latest ones before 86, 87 in there. You know,
those are forklifter bars. Do you think? Can I go back and start over again on the topic of entry-level BMX bikes, and we can start fresh?
Yeah.
With the clean slate. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, yeah, fine.
Okay. And Danny V, I'm sorry you got, but I need to. I'm being selfish. I don't want to edit too much, man. So I'm gonna do this over again. We're all gonna be in this video forever. I want everybody's vote. I'm serious, dude. I'm serious, guys. Do we start this thing over again from scratch, or do you want me to try to cobble something together? Honestly, dude, all of us are gonna have to look at this video.
I would think that you could take part of the beginning of this. You're going to have to cut out a lot of the middle, and then as we go into the trivia, you could add that. You could add that in there. You're going to have to piece it together, especially when Danny came in and he had a lot of answers. You can kind of fade him in and then just go from there, because I think that's what I would do. You got a lot of raw footage is the problem. You're going to have to try to piece it together.
Can I add something about Redline? I don't know what your guys' experience with your brands were when you were growing up, and we all navigated toward our favorite stuff. But what I liked about Redline, Newbury Park, when Lynn ran it there, Lynn Caston, you know, they had a warranty. If you cracked a frame or fork, you could mail it in, and they'd send you a replacement brand new. And I did that several times, not wanting to. You know, it sucked waiting a few weeks for those parts, but that was such a great warranty for the kids back then. Like, you broke it, they'd send you a fresh one. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I was always, no offense, Danny, I was always under the impression that if you broke your frame, you probably didn't know how to ride very well. No offense, dude.
That happened. Yeah, that probably happened a lot. Yeah.
I never cracked a frame. I never broke a frame in my life, and I rode JMCs. Well, I'm giving you a hard time, Danny. I'm totally giving you a hard time, dude. I'm not saying you couldn't ride, dude.
Well, no, for a while I couldn't. I mean, I don't know. It's funny. Like, you think you can. It's like playing guitar. You think you're good, but there's so long to go. You know. It was just. I'm still picking up information. 35 years later, I'm still learning stuff. It's pretty amazing.
Oh man, dude. You know? I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I might have to just leave it the way it is, dude.
It's just funny. Hey, Kevin, I got one topic on that. You guys are talking about that, breaking frames. I always thought that was like, kids would brag about it like it was a badge of honor. Oh, man, I cracked my GT, and I cracked. People would always say that. I'm like, okay, that's cool, but now your bike's worthless. What do you want to do, Shane?
Let's go ahead and try pop culture.
All right. You guys like pop culture tonight, huh? What is Rambo's first name?
John?
Got it. Bonus question. Who was Rambo's commanding officer?
Oh.
It's my turn to steal, Al. Don't think about it.
I don't know.
Kevin?
His name was Colonel Troutman.
You got it. Troutman.
Colonel Sam Troutman. What was Rambo's middle initial?
Man, I don't know.
John J.
John J.
Was it really?
Yeah,
John
he goes,
J.
he was booking him. He's like, "What's your name? Rambo John J."
That's right. That's right. Good call.
That was a good one, Kev. Good one. You can't mess with Kevin when it comes to Sylvester Stallone questions, man. He's got those right. Yeah, he's got those.
So what do I got?
Go BMX.
BMX, okay. Team Diamondback, 1984. I'm going to give you the first name of the rider on the team. You have to tell me the last name. I'm going to give you 6 riders that were on Diamondback in 1984. Are you ready?
Sure.
Okay, now they're going to start easy, but they're going to get harder. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Harry,
Larry,
Eddie,
King,
Rich, uh-oh,
why am I?
uh-oh.
I want to say Hausman for some reason, and I don't think that's it.
Is that your answer?
Oh, wait. Far side.
Okay, stop thinking out loud, dude. Okay, you got that one. Doug,
Davis,
Brent,
Romero,
Justin.
Green.
There you go, man. Good job, man.
I was thinking Hausman
You
for
got
some
'em all.
reason, and then it's like Rich Farside was like one of the top older amateurs.
Right, absolutely. Okay, so
Cool half mask.
don't think out loud, Shane, because I don't want to say you got it wrong. And
We're playing for money now, dude. Come on.
we're paying for money. It's $200 up for the national champ here.
Get some points right now and smoke these fools just like we're on a gate. Let's go.
All right. First question of the night of this crazy ass night. In 1984, Clint Miller was racing for what factory team? GH. Oh, you got it. He didn't even need the choices. Okay. Al scores. Al gets.
I think we're in trouble, Shane.
Yeah. Okay.
Bro.
Now I do have a bonus question, Al. You can score another point on this. Can you tell me what bike he was racing for Kuwahara in 1984? Do you know the model?
No, I do not.
Okay. Anybody want to steal?
Well, it goes to Shane to steal.
Shane, you want to steal?
The ET? The ET? I don't know.
Well, he's on Kuwahara, dude. So you got to tell me what model.
No, I don't know.
You don't know? What do you think?
Laser light.
Laser light. Yeah, Kevin gets the steal. That's
Good
one extra.
call.
Yeah, all right.
How did I not know that? How did I? So in 1985, Jimmy Garcia, my best friend, rode for Kuwahara, and he rode a Razor Light. I should have known that.